G'day everyone, this is Koala OM, welcome back to another video. I feel like it's been long enough to give my opinion on the new Plants vs Zombies 2 update. Overall, I don't think there was a single good change that was made in this update. I'm going to be going through the changes made and share my thoughts and feelings on each one. Let's get started. So the biggest feature of this update is the Toontangler. From what I've seen, it's a pretty weird plant. I don't think it will be very useful since you can only plant it on gravestones. At least we can rest assured it will be better than a levitater. I'd be surprised if PopCap could come up with a plant worse than the levitater. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't be too surprised. However, the hot topic about this plant isn't its functionality or aesthetics, it's about the sun cost. I'll be the first to admit this is very cursed, too cursed, but I don't think it's the end of the world like everyone else seems to think. At the end of the day, we've always had plants that give increments of sun between the 25 intervals. Even looking back to the first game in 2009, Sunshroom would give 15 sun in its small form. So if we've never had a problem with having weird amounts of sun, why are we all suddenly having a mental breakdown when they've added a plant that costs a weird increment of sun? I know I sound like I'm defending this controversy, but in all honesty, I hate it too. There was no reason for PopCap to make a plant that costs 40 sun. They've been making plants in increments of 25 sun for over a decade, why change it now? It feels like a spit in the face to the players who've been with the franchise for a long time, such as myself. All I'm trying to say is, yes, this is very cursed, and there's no reason why they should have broken the 13-year-long tradition, but it's not the end of the world. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really change the gameplay much at all. It's still Plants vs Zombies 2. But I can see where everyone is coming from, and it's concerning to see PopCap make yet another change to a perfectly fine aspect to their game for no reason at all. They also added a new timed event for the Toontangler. I can't really say anything about this timed event because I haven't played it. And you know why I haven't played it? Totally not because the game is so broken and full of bugs that many players, including myself, can't play timed events because we beat a timed event a few months ago and haven't been able to play one since. I will say though, I'd much rather the developers work on actual permanent levels to the game instead of the limited time BS they're pumping out now like Penny's Pursuit and timed events. It's just an extra slap in the face that they're pouring time and effort into a stupid feature that you can't even play because of a glitch. There's also new loading screen art. You know an update is bad when one of the most notable changes is loading screen art. The changes to Gold Leaf and Time Warp. Well, it's good that they're trying to make these plants more versatile by making them universally playable in every world and able to be leveled, but seriously, this again? Why? Just make it 100 sun. At least Toontangler was a completely new plant. Gold Leaf is a plant that many players have liked using for years and years, and now you're gonna make it cursed like this? Imagine your favorite plant was Gold Leaf, and you open up the game and see this! 80 sun! If you already thought this update was bad, this is where things go even further downhill. I'm gonna talk about the reward system. First of all, they've been nerfing the shop offers so that you pay more coins or gems for less seed packets. It's gotten to the stage where the shop is literally unusable without spending your life savings. Look at this screenshot of my shop from the other day. 20 pea shooter seeds for 20 gems? 10 dusklobber seeds for 13 gems? Who even buys these? That's more than 1 gem per individual seed packet. Let's do some maths. If we add together all the seeds you need to get dusklobber to level 10, we get 7,185 seeds. With this offer in my shop, each seed came at a price of 1.3 gems. So how many gems would you need to max dusklobber out? 1.3 times 7,185 gives us 9,341 rounded to the nearest gem. That's nearly 10,000 gems. As we know, gems are purchasable with real world currency. 1,800 gems costs 160 Australian dollars. We're going to need 5 of these gem packs rounded to the nearest pack to get the 9,341 gems that we need to max out the dusklobber through the shop. 800 Australian dollars. $800 to max out one plant by using the shop. For the plebs who live in the United States, that's 550 American dollars. I seriously think PopCap should reconsider the shop prices based on this inflation that's been going on. I know there's also a lot of controversy about PopCap patching a pinata party exploit, which has also significantly reduced rewards for players, but I've never used this exploit. So if you for some reason clicked on this video to hear me talking about the pinata party glitch in particular, then Sorry, I guess. Now for, in my opinion, the worst change that's been made in this update. This. 500 crowns. 500 crowns for levitater, what? Okay, so maybe it's just for this season. That would be fine because who cares about levitater anyway? But if they permanently change the amount of crowns for the arena plants to 500, then I might as well uninstall the game right now. This is not to mention how they nerfed all the other rewards from arena. The gems aren't there anymore and there's less of everything else. Now let's do some maths again. To unlock levitator you need 500 crowns. You get 5 crowns for winning one match in arena, so you have to win 100 times. Matches last for 3 minutes. This gives us a total of 300 minutes to win 100 matches. 5 hours. 5 hours of grinding the same arena levels over and over and over again. And this is assuming you win every single game. So the actual time this would take would be far larger if you account for all the losses as well. However, you can use the fast forward button, but I find my game is pretty laggy to begin with, so the fast forward button only really plays the game at full speed. PopCap, if you want nobody to bother playing your game, you're doing a great job. Restricting the new content behind 5 hours of mindless grinding is not enjoyable and only the most dedicated, sunlight deprived, grass avoiding players would be able to do this. Yes, that includes me. As for the adventure mode plants, again, this is a bad change. Why'd they have to do this? If they really wanted to make the progression non-linear, then they could have just added the world key system back after defeating the Gargantuas so you could unlock worlds in any order you wanted. So even if you are unlocking plants from every different world at the same time, you're still going to be playing through Ancient Egypt, then Pirate Seas, then Wild West, so what's the point? To top everything off, they added a feature to delete your account. From what this update has given us, it already seems like they wanted to deter their players from playing the game. Now they're just flat out telling us to leave. So what are all your thoughts on this update? As strange as it may seem, I've only been so harsh on this update because I love the game so much. I hate to see the direction it's been going recently, and I just really hope the developers take the initiative and steer it in a better direction that benefits the player more. At the end of the day, we are the ones playing the game, so if they don't make some drastic changes or revert changes that make the game more enjoyable for us, then there will be nobody playing the game at all.